Y'all, if you ever wanted to know what the downside of entrepreneurship was, let me explain. As you can see, the weather is not on our side today in South Florida. It was a crazy morning this morning, and I really feel like Murphy's Law was trying to keep your boy busy. So later on tonight, I'm going to record a video about my day. If you're interested in that, stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. I'm finally sitting down with you guys to record this video after last week. Last week was a crazy week in my life as an entrepreneur. So let me get straight into the details and offer you guys a little bit of encouragement if you ever find yourself in a situation like this. So last week, I had every intent on taking you guys with me during Global Entrepreneurship Week at my alma mater, St. Thomas University. I was invited on Tuesday to be a judge on the student pitch competition. It was amazing, you guys. So 10 students pitched their businesses in front of me, the faculty, 2 other judges. It was a Shark Tank kind of 3-minute competition, and it was so much fun to hear their ideas. Afterwards, we got to talk to them, really get to know them, and really offer them tips and encouragement and strategies along that entrepreneurial journey. Like I said, it was so much fun, and I was honored to be able to lend my support to my alma mater and to the cause of to the industry of entrepreneurship. That brings us into Wednesday. Now here's where things got a little complicated. In addition to my writing, my acting, my producing, I work as a notary permit runner. So essentially what I do is I work with contractors to help them submit their building permits for their various projects to the building departments for review. Because in order to do any type of construction, whether it be electrical, plumbing, roofing, you need a building permit. So think of me as a point of contact, a kind of go-to, a liaison, if you will, between the homeowner, the contractor, and the building department during that review process. So I'm the person that makes sure everything during that review process runs smoothly as possible. It's a gig that I started as a side hustle in 2018, and I absolutely love it because of the additional income it provides me and the freedom and flexibility it also provides me to be able to do the other things that I do in my businesses. But there are some days where it's, things can happen, crazy things can happen, like Wednesday. So normally, every night before I go to bed, I will put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and, the next morning I will wake up, I'll take it off of Do Not Disturb, I'll check my emails, my phone calls, my text messages to see if I missed anything. Well, Wednesday, I got up and I saw like 9 or 10 missed calls from the contractor that I work for. And so I got myself together, I washed my face, I brushed my teeth, and I gave him a call, and I said, well, hey, what's going on? And he had a bit of an emergency. He needed a permit submitted to a building department, and he had a window of like 2, maybe 3 hours. And so he asked me, could we get this done? And so of course I said yes. And the reason I jumped at it is because this contractor has been so great to me. Like I said, this started off as a side hustle that I started in 2018, and recently in June, it became more of a part-time thing, and he's given me so much repeat business that anytime he asks me to do something, I jump right at it. So going into this, I knew that my printer was running low on ink because earlier in that week, or the previous week, I had done 3 or 4 other permits for him. So these permits can be anywhere from 8 to 10 to sometimes 20 or 30 pages, depending on the discipline and the different documents, the different forms that you have to print out. Sometimes each building municipality or building department may require 2 or 3 copies of all the documents. Just a little, teaching lesson there. But so going into this, I knew that my ink was low, and I said, well, we can make it through this. Let's just see how far we get. But I think we can make it through this. You know how when you're in your car and you look at your gas tank and you say, oh no, I can go a couple more blocks, I can go a couple more miles before I have to fill up for gas. Well, that's what I was judging. That's how I was moving now. So guys, I gotta tell you, when I first started printing out the documents, they printed out perfect. Legible, in color, no smears, no gray areas, nothing like that, right? Well, we get to the last maybe 5 pages of the building permit packet, like of the documents. And what does my printer decide to do? It decides to start skipping. We get to the last couple pages and it just comes out nasty. It's smeared, like lines are missing, like it looked really awful. And to make matters worse, the runner who also works with this contractor, who is waiting on me to print these documents out, fill them out, and hand them to him so he can go drop these off to the building department, is sitting outside my house, in his car, of course, but he's in the rain. It's raining, and I keep just trying to bargain with him, like, hey, give me 5 more minutes, give me 10 more minutes. 10 minutes turns into 20 minutes, turns into 30 minutes, and I start to feel bad because we're in a situation where, like, time is money, like, we're on the clock. So thankfully, we were able to, after 30, 45 minutes of waiting, we were able to get I was able to get the documents signed and hand delivered to him, even though the certain pages were smeared. I was just like, hey, I've got to give you what I have, because if we don't get this done, we're all in big trouble. So later on that night, I ordered some ink from Office Depot. It came, and the weather is getting progressively worse, you guys. So it's windy, it's rainy, and by maybe, I want to say 3:45 that night, our power went out. So as y'all can see, we are without power. The power went off at 3:45 this morning and still hasn't come back on. This is a result of the bad weather we had in South Florida last night, and they're estimating that the power could be back on by 4 a.m. this morning. Y'all pray for us. So we had no power all day Thursday. So imagine that. I've got ink, but now I've got no power. So even if the contractor called me, I couldn't check emails. I couldn't even submit a permit. So basically that day, if there was a permit available for me to do, I would have lost money. But thankfully by Friday at 7 a.m., our power came back on, and everything was back to normal. But guys, the reason I say that and the reason I share that message with you is because there are days as an entrepreneur where time may not be on your side, the weather may not be on your side, resources, finances, and you just may feel like everything is crumbling down and you may not have the answers, and it can be very frustrating. But in the words of my good friend, Sharon Hallback, God rest her soul, she would always tell me, son, you did your best, don't stress, and let God take care of the rest. So let that be a word of encouragement to you this week as you journey through maybe some of the challenges that your business might bring you this week. But remember, this is a new week full of new opportunities and new chances to get it right. This is also Thanksgiving. So if you guys are traveling on the road to see your family, safe travels. I hope you guys live it up, have great food, have great conversation, and enjoy a little football. I know that I will be doing that with my family as well this week. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let's continue to empower and inspire each other on our journeys. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care and happy Thanksgiving.